Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another casted game. We're in the fourth game between these two titans. Score currently 2-1 to Rohbrot after the third game. We're in the fourth game now, and we're spawning in on Pampas Sierras. Rohbrot playing as the British civilization to the south of the map in the colour purple. Dennis, he's playing as the Indians. He's spawning to the north in the colour blue. And what a civ to play on this map. Two explorers, two cavalry explorers, getting all the llamas on the western side of the map. That's good awareness there from Dennis, and a strong start there. I think he'll be able to pull trick his elephant his way and get out. So not too bad opening. I think the llama exchange so far is not looking great here for Rohbrot's point of view. Rohbrot not even having a single llama at the moment. Dennis already on 6 with the 7th mid to get picked up surely by India. And one more back in base, but Rohbrot eating sheep already. I suppose these are treasure sheep, I believe, so yeah, might as well take them, but I think that's the problem with Rohbrot there. Rohbrot went for a treasure early on in the game, giving up middle map congestion for the treasures and for the llamas, and another llama here for Dennis. He'll be very happy with that one. That's going to get picked up. Two villagers, card number 1 for Rohbrot. Obviously, in this patch, there is no 3 villagers, but apart from that, though, Brits remain unchanged. So, 2 villagers here being prioritized instead of distributism, which, you know, it's interesting. Considering that those 2 villagers can be idle to move around, distributism always on wood gathering for you. 2.5 villager equivalent, that's 1.25 wood per second income. But Rohbrot may be thinking late game scaling, late game eco upgrades. How he wants to play. Should be good. Dennis picking up 100 XP. Gotta say that Dennis has been known for his Indian gameplay a long time. I believe that Dennis's main civ is India. Certainly even during the times of Esoc patch. I believe he's always been at that rank of major, very low lieutenant colonel on the Esoc patch, but now is playing at a much stronger level. This comes with experience, but also India at the moment. My god, what a civ at the moment. They're so strong. And a second villager coming for the Agra, which is very useful. I think what's happened here is that Dennis was preparing for potential Agra fort block placement, which is relatively easy to do on this map. You kind of know if your opponent's going Agra, they're only going to put it in this pocket. And there's only space for about 3 or 4 locations, so you can quite happily pepper that area with your explorer, maybe other scouting units, a villager, a manor house foundation, who knows. Could be super annoying. But in recent metas, a lot of people have been preferring the Kani Martyr, but this time Agra Fort mid-map's pretty good. So what's interesting here from Dennis's point of view, does have 7 llamas, all at 0.1 XP per second. So that's about the same XP income as a church. It's not super significant yet, but it can be if he goes for a sacred field. Oh, it is 200 wood. It's quite expensive, but it could be achievable on the 700 wood, and that should convert 0.7 XP to about 2.1, I think. So it's worth, if you're thinking of getting a trading post as the Indians and you have livestock, it's probably worth getting a sacred pen instead. The returns is so much better, so keep an eye out for that one. Oh, we have double Quatia settlements on the eastern side. Incans on the RE patch. Now, Mapuche middle, they've obviously been changed quite a lot, but the Incans really haven't been touched since RE. Very strong Kyominka, high food cost, low wood, so potential if they wanted to get some strong spearmen out. They also have strong gold upgrades, all units train faster, and infantry moving at 10% faster as well. So there's a lot of strong upgrades from the gracious settlements on the right side. Maybe might get picked up by both players. Could be really good for Yurumi. I mean, Yurumi are still classed as infantry, so they get to move in faster. Just imagine high speed Yurumi closing in. Very, very strong. Card 1 here for Dennis. 700 wood in base, getting picked up. Sepoy's being trained, so potentially going for like a... He's not going for a Sepoy timing. He's going for a 300 export now, so forward consulate. In this matchup, it used to be commonplace to go Brit consulate as well and kind of match fire with fire, but there's no reason to not go Ottoman consulate in any matchups these days. Not saying he can't go Brit consulate in this game, but the Ottoman consulate's so strong. Ottoman villagers, Ottoman hussars, ASAPs as well if you need it, but it's the Ottoman hussars. It's so good. It's an easy way for India to get cavalry and just purely train infantry, but which helps them to snare in and allows the sepoys just to do the damage dealing behind while the cav snare. It's just an incredible combination. So let's see what's going to happen. Not to mention the line of sight from Ottoman is incredible. It says +7 land unit building line of sight, but I think it is only the land units which get the line of sight upgrade, but it's very strong. Let's look at Dennis's point of view. And yeah, it's come in, but even the cows, they get to see... Ooh, 3 cows? Wow, that's a lot. And with 7 llamas, he really should get a sacred pen as soon as possible when he can afford it. It will pay off so well. Sepoys now starting to move in, but look at the line of sight that the Sepoys now have. Their range is the blue circle, but the line of sight extends all the way out to here, and the explorers, yeah, they get to see the musketeers so far away. He's just going to back off. No casualties inflicted, no damage suffered. Business as usual, but we get to carry on. And Dennis cancels the cav shipment there in favour of fire sepoys. He knows that Samoas versus pure musketeers is not going to work. So he's just kind of biding his time and waiting. Rohbrots do come out. They're going to raid the back doors of Rohbrot. Going to come in from this path. Manor House should see it, so these villagers should be able to get away and get back into the town centre. But in the manic of competition, you never know. You might drop the ball there a little bit. Gurkha's going to come in. They get some shots off. One musketeer goes down. Target lock. Oh, that snipe shot. And that musketeer gone down. Oh, Dennis herding away Rohbrot's hunt. And he's going to... I know he's trying to herd it away, but he should just kill the hunts. Just don't even think about herding away. Just kill all the hunts. Once you start the decay process on a couple of them, the food just evaporates. And Rohbrot's coming in from behind. Infantry from the front is distracted. There's no way to defend it, really. And 2 vills will go down. Skirmishers are getting massive damage. Musketeers don't know whether they want to go forwards or go backwards to the hokey cokey. Where's longbows here from Rohbrot? Probably needs some double longbow production coming in. And he's just bailed up in his town centre. Rohbrot's on the back line. Longbows will come out. But Dennis is kind of happy for this. And this is when he should now move that villager in and snipe all those hunts. It is a tournament game. There is no such thing as fair play in tournaments. It's just playing to win. And although, I wouldn't encourage players to snipe people's hunts in ladder games or casual games, it is a tactic. And here you can see how strong that can be. Yes, he does have a safe back Guanaco hunt, but it starts the timer. And once Brits do run out of resources, they have to push out whether they want to or not. And that is where India can capitalise with Agra Fort shipment points. Maybe we might be in the 3rd age by then. So Urumi, Mahouts, all the good stuff at that point. Rohbrot's still alive though, also full HP. Relatively full HP, which is like, wasn't expecting to see at this point in the game. Dennis has a decent amount of export. I think villagers at 300. Yeah, 4 villagers at 300 exports. I'm expecting him to call that, but could also wait for more Ottoman Hussars. ASAP at 200 export. Decent use of it. Doesn't need it just yet. There's no cavalry. When there's no cavalry, they are kind of pointless. Musketeers going to defend. Dennis sensing that the villagers have moved on to that hunt and it's all been eaten. Muskets there to protect. He sees the muskets. The reason why he sees the muskets, because of the line of sight. And he gets out of there before any damage is taken. The line of sight benefit here from India, incredible. And actually managing to get the age up in on the 700 gold, which is pretty nice. Charminate Gate going down. Still have the 3 cows and the 7 llamas looking for the sacred pen. Will we see it? Probably not, which is going to make me cry. But I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's a game-changing situation. Looking at the market, all technology is research apart from imperial bureaucracy. I'm sure he'd like to try and get in at some point, but he does need to think about affording upgraded Gurkhas, maybe upgraded sepoys. Might even get to see some Zambraks and get them upgraded, but could also try to squeeze in a couple Howder instead. Might be an easier way to kind of get that same kind of power that the Zambraks offer, but from a longer range and already auto-attacked. One room lock goes down. You can just see how defensive Rohbrot's playing this, and there is potential if Rohbrot wanted to just to build a wall there, like just draw a wall across the middle of the map, wall him down here if you wanted to, and just say, right, I've got the entire map locked down, line of sight now pretty much. It's your move, you make decisions. Up to the next stage. 8 Gurkha being sent first, Gurkha trained, Sepoy's being trained as well. And upgraded. Where's all this infrastructure come from? Oh, it's a Mansardar Gurkha. My apologies. Oh, he's only got one Agra, one Rats. And Rohbrot sensing the age up now is going to go pushing on underneath the Agra. I would love to see a Yurumi shipment here instead of the Gurkhas. We've basically kind of started the Gurkha production, get Vet Gurkha and Mansardar Gurkha. So it kind of makes sense. Oh, the Explorer's going in. But where's the Sepoys? We're not timing this attack correctly at the moment, but we will get the shipment point forward of the Gurkhas. Vet Gurkha's now upgraded, but the elephants are kind of still standing. We're just not really diving in this one correctly, but still 26 Gurkhas defending here. And the Sepoys just going to charge in as well. That's not too bad. Agra Fort now down to 1700 HP. Mahout does have some HP behind us. It's not the end of the world. He's going to charge in. But now that we've got the Mansardar and the upgrade, his Gurkha's pretty strong. 21 attack, 150 HP versus 95, 16 attack. But they do fire much, much faster. The Agra Fort bombard attack onto the longbows do massive damage. They don't actually have any multipliers versus the cavalry, but the Rumalots and the Mahout get on top. And even if it's just tanking, it's so effective. Sepoys in the back line still doing good damage, preventing Rohbrot right-clicking with Huss. And now Dennis calling in a Sepoy shipment. And although into how these power shipments, it looks like Dennis is just full out in production. He can't afford to stockpile the food to call in these bad boy shipments. All livestock has been moved to a different location out of the way, but not onto a pen just yet. Rohbrot does move on to the next hunt, and that's hunt in front of Rohbrot's base. Not yet taken. I'm surprised that actually hasn't been herded in. I think Rohbrot can control that if he wanted to, but he's missed the opportunity. 700 gold is now coming in here from Rohbrot. Kind of stuck in age 2, which is not where you want to be. Vet Azap's coming out now. Disciplined Seaboy is charging from behind. And the Gurkha's getting pretty much most of the Hussars down in some volleys. That's a lot of damage output there. And Musks with no upgrades, no HP, no range. And the longbow mass collapsing behind. Full batch of musket, double longbow, hussar. Potential timing here. Do we have greatcoats? We do have greatcoats. Maybe a Vilpool. Versus disciplined Sepoy with still Ottoman Consulate, but it's still... This is going to be a tough fight here for Brit if he wants to survive. Dennis taking a massive score lead behind this. Explorers move into tank. That's good use of the Explorer there, but the Azaps as well helping out. And let's look at Dennis' point of view. Sure, he's sending another shipment. Maybe the Mahout shipment will send infantry combat. Mansardar Sepoy being trained. Batch of Sepoy Gurkha ready to go behind this. Still 19 Sepoy. And the heavy infantry still being absolutely incredible there. Dennis pulls the game back. Gets the series leveled up at 2 apiece. And we will move on into the next game there. Age 1, Dennis once again getting so much livestock in the first age. Maybe it's just a Civ matchup win these days. Good raiding behind with the Rumlots. Secured the map with the Agra. Then again, Rohbrot wasn't really pushing out the map. He had enough hunts behind his base and never really felt needing to chase the resources. So Dennis didn't need to end the game there and then. However, surviving in the third age, that first initial push there from Rohbrot, Dennis come back in for the counterpunch and knocking Rohbrot on the floor out for the count until we meet again in the next game, which I'll see you over there.